Film breakdown. I love doing film breakdowns after a win, especially a win like we saw on Sunday. What is up, Fin fans? Gonna break down some film. Some beautiful, beautiful, glorious film. Not a lot. I didn't want to overdo it. There was a lot of good, and I tried to pick out some of the best throws, some of the best catches, some of the best blocking, block shedding. I got a few. I think we're going to start with a penalty where I'm like, that's not really a penalty. So we're going to talk about a lot of things. But sponsoring this video, helping me keep the lights on, especially the Christmas lights. I know it's not even Thanksgiving. I love Christmas lights, and a big old thing of water because I'm keeping hydrated. All right, enough of me rambling. Let's get to what you guys really want to see, and that is the film breakdown. I don't know why I keep going to the Sunday Night Football theme or the Monday Night Football theme. Anyway, we're going to start here with me being a little bit petty and nitpicking a little bit here. This had no preference on the game. Really didn't change it because at the end of the day, we won by a big amount. But this is the holding call on Jalen Ramsey. It is first down again. This is just me being petty because these refs are hot garbage. But show me where... So he runs into him, right? A little contact here. It has to be within 5 yards. So here's your 5 yards. And he falls. Where's the holding, right? He's not grabbing him, and he's falling. Not grabbing him. Where's the hold? I just want to start off petty. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Here's a sack, right? You got Sealer here. He's going to get your sack, but you get a ton of pressure from Deshaun Hand and from Chop Robinson. Chop is going to push this guy into Garner, who's going to force up clean up sack here from Sealer, but watch Chop here. Chop is having a really good second half to the season. So watch Chop here on this sack. Just bull rushes him, and then see him and Deshaun Hand getting in there. Sealer's like, you ain't throwing it. I'm going to take off. I got you. But I love the bull rush here. Driving him back into him, and then the cleanup up the middle. Man, if we can get Bradley Chubb back soon, add him to the other side. Oh, geez Louise. This pass rush is going to be deadly. This play is... So you guys know how I like to, I don't like when people say can't, doesn't, won't, never does, all that stuff. Drives me nuts. There was multiple times in this game that Tua Tagovailoa evaded pressure and made a great throw to extend plays. Since he came back from his concussion, he's been really good at doing that, evading pressure, keeping eyes down the field, and trying to get rid of the ball. Now, I think it was the Cardinals game. He took a few stupid sacks, but here you're going to see him again. He's going to get pressure. He's going to evade it, and he's going to hit Jalen Waddle on this pass. Beautiful, beautiful play from Tua here. A little play action here. Drops back. You got the safety here. You got the safety here. This is why the Miami Dolphins are essentially dink and dunking it, is because they're all these defenses are playing, cover two. So you got your corner following, and then you'll have these guys drop down and essentially double our two receivers. So then you have, you have your running back going out in a flat. You'll have your tight end maybe coming in doing a crossing route. You're going to give us all this because your guys are afraid of us going deep. We're going to take this all day. We'll take 6 yards a pop, 7 yards a pop, make our down and distances shorter. Has nothing to do with the play, but it's just something I noticed. Right? So when he plants his foot, they're open. He knows he's running an in route. He's got the safety here. He's running a comeback route. He has the safety here. He's here covering. Everyone's covered. Everyone's covered. You possibly could fit this in here. Everyone's covered, and he feels the pressure coming. So he steps up, evades that pressure, rolls out. Jalen Waddle says, I got you, my man. Boom. Beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful play from Tua. Look at that hop. Way to use your blockers, man. Great play. And again, it's another play where he evades the pressure. Now, this is the fade to Odell. Again, nitpicking. They end up kicking a field goal here. But again, we won by a certain amount that this really didn't factor into would we have won or lost or yada, yada. This is a rare occurrence. So if you want to say him evading pressure, which has happened multiple times in games now, is a rare occurrence, this throw is a rare occurrence from Tua, because you have down at the bottom of the screen here, you have Odell, and he's going to kind of run, a little bit of a fade, a corner route, and Tua's going to throw the fade to him. Now, this is who I'd want them to do the fade to. You got Waddle up here, and you have, I think, Tyreek in the backfield, because this looks like Washington and Jonnu. So maybe even Tyreek's not here because this might be Achane. I would, you can also have him running a fade, right? Or a corner route and then throwing the fade to him. These are the two guys that I want them to throw those to because he has ridiculous catching and he has a ridiculous radius. But Tua, in a rare occurrence, sails it just a little too much. We saw against the LA Chargers the beginning of last year him fit a ball like in between defender and catch it. He just needed to put it to here, right? So he threw that ball here. It probably lands like right back here, right? If he would have thrown the ball here, or heck, even like here where it lands there, it's a touchdown. But he kind of sails it a little bit. And when I was there watching it live, because I was at this game, right, boom, he's open. You put that out there. You put some salt, and he threw it at the right time, but he just sailed it. You just got to put it out here, and he would have got it. He just sailed it a little bit. Rare occurrence, absolute rare occurrence. Now we have, I'm going to give praise to a guy that I've been super critical of. A lot of the fan base has been super critical of because we have seen Tyreek Hill on, I think it was Instagram or his Twitter or something, making fun of Julian Hill, saying, are you going to hold me when he's getting in the ice bath? And, because we all get on him over the fact that, like, if there's a play that happened, Julian Hill, penalty, yada, yada. Here's a perfect play where Julian Hill's, expertise or what he does well comes into play. It's 2nd and 10. We're on their 45. And it's just a great play from Julian Hill, right? Tua drops back. Looking, boom, dumps it off to Julian Hill. Big tight end, big physical tight end, boom, dives forward, gets the first down. Right? Want to throw it here or here or here. Nothing's really there. Tua steps up, gives himself more time. You probably could have fit it here or here. You know what? I'm not going to force it. And that's something Tua said in his pressers after his concussion and after the 4 weeks he was gone. I'm not going to force the ball anymore and put the ball in a situation where, we turn over on downs, right? God forbid this sails or he comes over, he could throw it here, right? God forbid the ball sails or he comes down, interception, he goes back into it, interception. He also has this route here, you have come back here, but you have Julian Hill right here and you have all this space for him to go and do what he needs to do. And that's exactly what they do. They take what they were given, dumps it off to Julian, boom, big physical guy. Now, it wasn't just one play where Julian Hill did fantastic. The very next play, 1st and 10 on Las Vegas 34. It's going to be a handoff here. You got Achane in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff this way, and you have Julian Hill right here. Julian Hill is going to lead the way and lead a fantastic block that is going to bust Devon Achane open for a 30-yard run. Now, we didn't have Alec Ingold available because you're going to get Jonnu, who's going to motion over this way, kind of hoping to pull the defense away from where the run is. Mike McDaniel, MO, when it comes to running. Julian Hill, again, I give credit where credit's due. I'm critical when they deserve it, and I praise when they deserve it. And this is a great play from Julian Hill. Boom. And that frees up a huge lane, and then it's just Devon Achane being Devon Achane. Boom. Great block, holds his block. Fantastic here. You think, oh, he's dead here. Nope. Busts through, spins out of that, breaks out of that. Just Devon Achane. What a steal in our draft. I'm telling you. You'll watch that all day. Okay, next play. Another instance of Tua evading the pressure, extending the play, going off script, and getting yards. But here, it's a touchdown because you have Tyreek Hill right down here at the bottom of the screen. He's going to be running a little bit of a crosser. Tua's going to evade the pressure. He's going to roll out this way, and he's going to hit Tyreek for a touchdown. And that pressure gets in there quick. Real quick. Is that Kendall Lamb that let that in? Yeah, I noticed and especially Crosby. You see how you got two guys on Crosby here? Kendall Lamb was kind of sloppy with his footwork, but Tua felt you see Tua, right? He's looking over at Tyreek. He's looking over to dump the ball off to the running back. Sees Crosby getting beat, evades the pressure, gets out of the sack, keeps going. Tyreek keeps going. Boom, touchdown. He did it against the Bills where he evaded pressure, hit Jalen Waddle for a touchdown, and he did it here for a touchdown. So Tua is consistently evading pressure, extending plays, going off script, and making something out of it. He's doing fantastic. Now, we had a lot of good. I'm going to talk about some bad here. So you have a man who completely owned us all day on Sunday. And apparently, while you guys were watching it, they kept circling him, like putting like a dot or something on him for the live broadcast. And that's Brock Bowers. He was just a menace. And you're gonna have Poyer come down. He's gonna be his one-on-one. You're gonna have kind of a crossing route here or a slant. Corner's gonna bump into him. Corner's gonna follow, kind of bump into him. It is what it is. It's a good play because I think he kind of runs somewhat of that. It's a good play to have these guys kind of hit into each other. But we saw Jordan Poyer cost us the Bills game by just, boom, rocking Coleman when he didn't necessarily need to. But here you're going to have him just, right? Incidentally, you know, it's just a good route. And the sad thing is that's not even the last bad tackle in this game from our defense, because Kohu, I'm gonna look at that too. But like you're again, I played a little defense back in my day, sound like an old man. You see the height difference between these two. Why on God's green earth would you think? And the sad part of this is 3rd and 10. Sorry, 3rd and 9 from our 23. Just make the stop. Why would you go up high? He's much bigger. He's upper body strength. Why are you going up high? Hit the legs out, man. Easy touchdown. So then they try to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. And just watch Sealer here. Right here. Here's our boy. Watch Sealer here. Just shred in between these guys and get after the running back. I don't know why they thought to run the ball here. They cannot run. The Raiders have a horrible rush offense. I don't know why they thought to run the ball here. But watch Sealer here. Right here. Like, get the... Which kept it a 5-point game. So now we're going to... Tua was on in this game. Especially in the second half. This pass to Tyreek Hill is a dot. I don't care what you say. I know there's going to be people who don't like Tua, who are overcritical of him, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he could have done this, or he should have done this, or he should have done that. This play here is a dot. A dot. On 3rd and 8 from our 42. We needed to continue the drive. Got to answer, keep our lead higher than 5 points. Our defense is struggling with Bowers, and just dot. And we're going to look at it from the other way. Look at this. Look at where... If this man... So, the way Tyreek catches it, he kind of has to jump into it, and I'll continue it to show you. A lot of people say, why didn't he lead him more so he could have catched it and catched it, and kept going? It's because if he let it anymore, it's an interception right to this man. He threaded that needle between two defenders to get it to Tyreek Hill for a first down on 3rd and 8. Just an absolute dot. See how he had to come back for the ball? That bothered people. This man trusts his arm to get it in between those two defenders. Dot. Just an absolute dot. Beautiful, beautiful play. We end up scoring a touchdown on that drive because we didn't punt the ball again. This play, Cater Cohu. Gonna have the running back here. I think this is Abdullah. Gonna run out. He's gonna drop the ball off to him. It's literally a man-on-man. There's no one around them. It's a man-on-man. It's Cohu and the running back. Man-on-man. And just the worst tackling technique I've ever seen. This is Pee Wee football. This also is 3rd and 10. I think we're up by 12 at this point. 3rd and 10. You know what that reminded me of? The Vikings-Saints playoff game. Why is your head down? Why is your head down? Why are you looking down? Head up. Wrap them up. Tackle them. This is stuff you learn in Pee Wee football. What the crap was that? Horrible. It's back to 5. Back to 5-point lead. So, what do? I don't know if you've seen the clip. It might be on their YouTube channel, but Mike McDaniel's mic'd up, and he was like, I want to end this game. I need a completion here. I want to end this game. So essentially, he wasn't going to run the ball. It is 2nd and 11. So we could have ran the ball, 8 more clock up, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I want to end this game. And you could see here, from what I heard, is it's a miscommunication because it looks like, it's a 0 blitz, right? It looks like all these guys are going to be coming, and you got a man on a man on a man on a man. So it looks like that's kind of what we're getting here. So they're sending like a 0 blitz with a man on a man on a man. And a huge miscommunication. And again, this is the 3rd play this game, and I think there was more that I didn't show, where Tua again extends the play to allow it to develop. He threw this off his back foot too. Butt naked open. And what helped too is number 5, I think, was a delayed blitz. So I think what was supposed to happen, and there's probably... So you have Durham Smythe, he's coming over, and then he's going to run his route. That's not the route, but I'm just showing you. I think the miscommunication is 5 was then supposed to take Jonnu. And I think 7 was supposed to take Smythe, and then 25 takes... Is that Achane? No, that's Mostert. You got Mostert, you got Jonnu, you got Smythe, you got Julian, and you got Tyreek. I think that's what was supposed to happen. And I think there was a big miscommunication. So when Durham Smythe came over, they took their man, and then 5 continued to do his 0 blitz technique and left Jonnu Smith wide open. Fun fact. I was sitting like right over here. It was like over here. Sitting over here. You can't see I'm blocking. Hold on. I was sitting like right over here. That place went nuts. Chock full of nuts. And then the final play that we're going to look at is the Jalen Ramsey interception, which this is just a bad throw. He was waiting for it. Ramsey was waiting for it. Should have thrown it to the outside. I bet you he didn't want to throw it to the outside because Ramsey was sitting there, so he threw it behind him. Interception. And a stiff arm for good luck. Just a bad throw. That ended it. That was on 1st and 10 too. They just got the ball. We kicked it off to them, and then this was the first play. And I was like, yeah, we won. And then if you go and watch the vlog that I put out late last night, you'll see my reaction of me flipping out. And I'm like, yeah, we won. That's it. Boom, boom. But overall, looking at the film, defense needs to clean some things up, especially tackling wise. The safeties still worry the crap out of me, especially Poyer. Mick Morris, if he can come back, I don't think he's going to be anything spectacular, but if he could be anything better than Poyer, that will help us. The offense did fantastic. I think they should do equally as fantastic against the Patriots. We rushed for what? We had two 80-yard rushers against the Patriots, and we beat them with Tyler Huntley in their home. We should definitely beat them at home with a better quarterback and a better offensive play, because now over the past 4 weeks that Tua has been back, our points per game is astronomically better. So comment below, let me know what you guys think of this film breakdown. I will see you guys tomorrow with the picks, but other than that, like usual, stay classy. I fins up.